Hello, this is Kate from dailytarotgirl.com and welcome to your weekly tarot card reading. So the deck I'm using for this reading is called the Osho Zen Tarot, and I'm going to draw 3 cards. The intention with the 3 cards that I'm drawing here is that they're going to give us some ideas, some insight, some inspiration for the week ahead. All right, so each card is going to represent a portion of the upcoming week. So the first card that I'm going to turn over represents Monday and Tuesday. So the beginning of the week. All right. And here the message is pretty clear. It says slowing down. So this is actually the Knight. In a Rider-Waite deck, this would be the Knight of Pentacles. Here it's the Knight of Rainbows or something like that. All right, so the message is all about slowing down, and here we have an image of a turtle. So the beginning of the week is a good time to, like the card says, slow down, to catch your breath. I think sometimes we try to do too much all at once, and I think most of us have this perception that we need to be quick about things and that we need to get things done quickly and get things done really fast. And the message of this card is actually to take your time right now. So be slow, methodical, and thoughtful. This is about thinking before you act. It's about, stopping to smell the roses and not jumping into anything right away. So, like I said, thinking before you do things, considering all your options. The beginning of the week is a good time. If you're thinking about making any changes, this is a good time to research that, to do your homework, and to contemplate. Now, the dark side of this card is that sometimes we get stuck here. And to me, the turtle in some ways represents kind of being stuck inside your comfort zone. He has that shell that he doesn't really want to come out of, and he carries that shell around with him wherever he goes. And so this can be about, so the dark side of this card is that he moves too slowly and sometimes takes way too long to make a decision. So that's also something to be aware of. So some of you watching are going to resonate with the first message I gave, and some of you watching might resonate more with the second message about kind of, if you're already moving really, really slowly, and if you're already taking forever to make decisions and to make changes, then ask yourself, what is it that you're afraid of? And what can you do for yourself to help yourself feel safe and supported as you move forward and make changes? So let's look at the middle card. This is the card for the middle of the week. So Wednesday, Thursday-ish. And we have another rainbow card. And, oops. My camera was just having a hard time adjusting there. So we have another rainbow card. This is, trying to remember if this is the, is this the Ace? The Ace of Pentacles? I can't remember. I'm going to read it as if it was the Ace. I'm pretty sure it is. So in a Rider-Waite deck, this would be the Ace of Pentacles. And this card says maturity. And what I like about this card, a symbol that I find really intriguing, is the snake biting its own tail. So I don't know if you're even going to be able to really make it out in the video, but there's a snake and it's coming full circle and it's biting its own tail. And that is a really interesting symbol of everlasting life, of cycles, of things coming full circle. And what does it mean for us, though, for the middle of the week? So Ace of Pentacles is, I often see this as a card of grounding, because the suit of Pentacles is, an earthy kind of suit. And it's interesting that it comes after the Knight of Pentacles, or slowing down. I really feel like the message of these cards is to take a slow, methodical, and wise approach to life this week. So the Ace of Pentacles, what I'm getting from this card is I'm seeing all these beautiful nature symbols. There's all these flowers, trees, things like that in this card. And it makes me think of, grounding, connecting with the natural world. But I think that when you slow down, when you take the time to smell the roses, when you take the time to just breathe and be present, you're able to connect with your ancient wise self. You might even think of this as like your higher self or your soul. And you're able to connect with that part of yourself. So I feel like the message so far this week is don't do anything rash. Slow down and make a conscious effort, I think, to slow down and to contemplate things and to really connect with that deeper part of yourself so that you're making decisions from the best possible place. You're not getting wrapped up in high emotions. You're not getting pulled to and fro by trends or by what you think you're supposed to do. This is about slowing down, going within. I might come back to this card and say some more things, but I want to move on to the third card. So this card is for the end of the week, and we have a really beautiful card. This is one of my favorite cards in this deck, and it says existence, and it's card number 1. So that would be the Magician in a Rider-Waite deck. And, there's so many things I want to say about this card. I think the first thing that popped into my head when I turned this card over is this is a card of really contemplating your place in the universe and contemplating the nature of existence. Asking those really big existential questions like, why am I here? Who am I? What is life all about? What's going on? What is this bizarre life experience all about? What am I supposed to be doing? All those big questions that some of us ask ourselves all the time. Some of us, will maybe ask ourselves those questions every now and then. And I guess there's some people who never ask those big questions, but I think most of us do from time to time. So I feel like the weekend is, again, this kind of goes with the first two cards about kind of slowing down, connecting with your higher self, and really contemplating, the universe and nature and existence in general. And on this card, this woman is looking at the night sky. And I find that looking at the stars is one of the most powerful ways to really realize how vast the universe is. And it really gets me thinking about these existential questions. And what's a real tragedy is most of us can't even see the stars. I don't even live in a big city, but I live in an area where there's so much light that I can hardly see the stars. And it seems like anytime I go camping or go somewhere where stars can be seen, it's either a full moon or it's cloudy, so I end up not being able to see them. So it's kind of a tragedy that I think most of us, can't see all the stars. We can't see the night sky for all its glory because of light pollution. Okay, but I just kind of went off on a little ramble there. So this card matches up with the Magician in the Rider-Waite deck. And the Magician is about acknowledging your own power. And what I like is with this card, it's kind of like acknowledging that, there's this big, vast universe and you are a part of it, but you're a tiny part. However, just because you're tiny, it doesn't mean you're insignificant. And the Magician is all about coming into your power, recognizing that in many ways you're the most powerful person in your own life. So you have the biggest ability to create your life, to affect things. You know, you can use the power of your mind and the thoughts that you think and your emotions and the things that you feel and your intentions, your visions, your body, all of those things you can use to, you know, create things and to do things and to have experiences. And so this card is really about, I think, acknowledging yourself and acknowledging that power. And I think we often forget to do this. And in a way, it's dangerous to forget how powerful we are. It's kind of like, you know, getting behind the wheel of a car drunk, right? Not recognizing the power that you have. So I feel like that's the message of this card, is to honor and recognize your own power and examine your place in the universe. All right, so I'm just going to look at these 3 cards together to see if there's anything else I want to mention, but I think I pretty much said everything. What I find interesting, though, is there's this circle that's almost like a spotlight or maybe even a magnifying glass or a picture frame that's containing this face. And then when we get to existence, the person is facing away from us and there's this universe. So it's like, I feel like the middle card, there's almost like, I don't want to say limitations, but there's like, it's like you're looking at things through a lens. You're looking at things through this small, specific lens. And then with the next card, it's about getting rid of that lens and just looking at all of existence. It's about like expanding your horizons, I guess. Yeah, so it looks like a good week. And please feel free to share your own ideas and insights about these cards in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. And I just want to say thank you so much for watching. If you want to learn more about tarot cards and tarot card reading, you can check out my website, dailytarotgirl.com. I'll put a link to my site in the description box below this video. And I hope you have a wonderful week.